I haven't had homemade fruit leather in ages, so today that's what we're gonna do. I like the store-bought ones just fine, but something about the homemade from your own garden really sets them apart. With the new dehydrator and apples from my tree, I'm gonna take a trip to the days of yesteryear. If you don't have a dehydrator, don't worry, you can use the oven. But the low end of your oven, typically speaking, is around 160. For the dehydrator, I'll be setting that to 135. First, you need to quarter and core your apples. We'll be cooking these things down. We want to get to a puree, so we want to get these things nice and soft and mushy. If you have other fruits that might struggle in the blender or tend to be a little bit more hard, now's the time to add them. To the pot, I'm going to add in a little bit more than a cup of water. Really, this is so it doesn't stick to the bottom and my end result doesn't turn out too thick. Don't worry about adding too much water. You can always boil it off later. My particular apples were harvested a bit prematurely, so the rats, squirrels, birds don't get it at them first. But as a consequence, they are a bit more tart. I'll be adding in a local raw honey to offset the tartness. For this recipe, I'm going to keep it simple. Just honey and some cinnamon. Real simple, natural ingredients right from my garden. Good thing about fruit leather is it's really just an experiment. You don't need to do measurements. Just add in whatever you like. Do it little by little until you get the flavor that you're looking for. Now, once cooked down, you might want to wait a bit for this mixture to cool. The next step is to blend it all up. And trust me, that hot, molten applesauce, it gets on you, it'll stick like napalm. Once blended up, you can pour it onto some trays and spread out the puree on the sheets. I find that this slap down method works quite well to get everything kind of leveled out. Set your dehydrator to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're looking at about 10 to 12 hours. If you use your oven, this is bound to be higher temperatures and less time. Watch them closely because your fruit leather can easily turn into fruit chips. At any rate, check back in about 9 hours for the progress. You want this leathery look and feel. Check the edges, see if it's peeling away a bit. Now, if you start to peel it up and you see it still sticking somewhere in the middle, just give it some more time. Simply peeling it away from the tray will help. You can even flip it over, it's ready. You just want that airflow in those specific parts. Use your best judgment. It's really quite simple to come up with a healthy, organic treat for you and your loved ones. I'm going to tie these up with a little kitchen twine just to give it that cuteness factor. These will have a shelf life for about a month or two. Maybe longer, but honestly, mine have never survived even close to that amount before somebody snacks on them. I appreciate you watching this video, and if you haven't already, I'd appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Stick around a bit, see what comes up next, and until next time, stay relaxed and keep on living.